today. It's the National Football League. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Richardson now throwing on first down, escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Richardson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Flush to his right. Gets it to Brown. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on? And
got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Oilers marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. Under center, it'll be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again. Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big play there for Carolina. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. This a 33-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game. Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view. And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football. Here's Richardson on 1st and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, they're going to have to look his way more than once. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now Richardson on third down. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead. And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board. Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Wiggles free, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Darnold gets this to McCaffrey, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2nd and 11. To throw is Darnold, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. Richardson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. Play action. It's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. and then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Richardson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Darnold's throw complete there to Moore. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
His throw incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Richardson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. To throw is Richardson. Throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Schwartz in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Oilers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Richardson now. A final shot before break. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On first down, Darnold. Again, he finds more. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Darnold.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jalen Johnson
in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Houston. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off, and the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Daron Payne in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going to give this time to the tailback. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense, the way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Richardson.
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Oilers are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Darnold.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Tremble.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. They'll run on first down. Shepard, and some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Brian Burns, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Darnold on first down. That ball caught by Slayton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Draw play, Darnold giving to McCaffrey. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. They just need a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.